My name is James Williams Jr. and this is Kung Fu Habit number 2. So I want to talk to you guys about some off the wall shit. So I got a call yesterday, and I'm hoping this works out in my favor, and it very well may be the thing that helps propel my career. If it propels my career, which I would be forever grateful. So a couple of weeks back, I think a couple of weeks back, I don't know. Anyway, so I go to Piedmont Virginia Community College, and they were taking pictures for the next Faces of Piedmont. So if you happen to pick up a Piedmont magazine or a brochure in the next couple of years or couple of weeks and my face is in it, then yes! Because they actually called me back and accepted me as one of their groups of people. So on April the 16th or the 17th, I have a meeting with them. So hopefully my 44-year-old ass will be appropriate and not fuck this up. Now, I bring this to attention because I talked to a lady at the desk. Her daughter also got accepted. I'm an independent filmmaker from the jump. I'm a martial artist first. I've always been a martial artist and a street fighter first. But I'm also an independent filmmaker. And a lot of my stuff here has not had anything to do with martial arts unless you see my last video with the nunchucks. And I do those, but, they're boring. It's not like, going out and filming a fight scene and shit, which I much rather do. But as I've told you guys before, my hip replacement has kept me from training for like the last 3 years, which is why my body is squatty. So they have me where I'm in. So I'm gonna make sure that I don't miss that meeting under any circumstance whatsoever. I can't miss that meeting. But I will say this, I want to I wanted to propel me. So as I was talking to the lady at the desk, which is where I left off at before I got distracted completely. I have the desire to make movies. I love making movies. I want to make movies for the rest of my life. It would be great if I could. The problem with Virginia, there's money to be made, but no one wants to invest, and no one wants to make the money. Now, there's a studio here in Petersburg, and I'm at odds with it. I'll probably be at odds with it until the day I die or I find money to buy it, burn it to the ground, and rebuild it so I can do what I want with my movies. The thing with making movies is that, you have to have revenue. You have to have money. You have to have a business structure of where to set it. You also have to find out what the noise ordinance is. You have to find out how to get your payroll started. Because if you're starting off small, you're not going to be able to pay people a lot. So this is where you start making contracts with companies like Netflix and things like that so that you can get your shit seen. So I'm going to be reaching out to them as soon as I get finished with all this other stuff. It won't be today, but hopefully by the end of the week I'll have all the intel I need. But anyway, moving on. The thing is that the lady at the desk convinced me to go talk to them. And I thought, yeah, they're going to take my ugly ass face and they're going to give me a shot. So, because I failed at this thing so many times. Since the year 2000, I have failed at every venture into acting, modeling, anything. Definitely modeling because I'm way too damn short. Because I'm only 5'3.5", which is like 4 inches too short to actually be a sustainable, sellable model. They don't have a short models club, and if they did, here I am. I need to work on this part of my body. The rest of me is okay, but the gut has got to go. But anyway, so we got to talking about movies and stuff, and I was like, well, I would love to actually make movies. I just don't have the money to pay actors to be in a movie. The money to have editing and stuff. I don't have that. And that's all I really need is that in a studio. And I'm good to go. Because the job of making movies is that you make movies. It shouldn't matter what the genre is. It shouldn't matter what the movie is as long as it's a movie being made. You can make kung fu movies, scary movies, science fiction, dramas, action. They kind of all roll into one, And the problem here on the East Coast is that the people don't want to invest in making the money. And they don't want to invest the money in making the movies. And that's the part that kind of sucks. So, us in the indie films, we will always struggle until people grow up and decide, okay, we have the money. Let's make these studios, let's make these movies, and let's stop playing around. And there are great film locations here in Virginia. Great. And I'll tell you the only reason, the true reason that I've never ventured out to California. Two reasons. One, I don't have money. Two, both my parents had health issues and still have health issues before my one parent is still alive. And, if I'm working in Virginia, I can drive home if there's an emergency and drive back. I'm never going to be super famous. Now, that's not going to happen. If that was the case, YouTube would have made me super famous by now. And with the more recent events that's been happening in the news, everything's touch and go. So, that being said, if I'm working here in Virginia, and my mom, who's also in Virginia, like maybe 2 or 3 cities away, has a health issue, I can jump in my car and drive those 2 or 3 hours and check on her. And then, first thing in the morning, drive those 2 or 3 hours back to get where I need to be to film. Because I'm not Sylvester Stallone. I'm never going to be that famous. And even he probably has problems chartering a jet anywhere in an emergency. Now, the only people I know for sure that don't have problems like that is people like in the military that, like, if it's like your parents die in declaration, you need to be there. The Red Cross and them will fly you if you're in the military, if you're subcontracted from the military. The Red Cross will fly you anywhere. I'm no longer in the military. I didn't get to serve the way I wanted, so there's no chance in hell that they would probably fly me back. Now, my uncle who passed, his son was subcontracted on a ship, and they flew him home for the funeral. And they gave him a couple of days to mourn, and then they flew him back. And a couple of things to settle whatever legal ramifications he had to settle. Now, being that I'm no longer in the military, I probably don't have that option. I don't know if airplanes give veterans military discounts. So, I'll be sure to check that out if I ever get a chance to fly anywhere else. But until then, I just want to let you guys know, I got one so far. I've had 2 in my life because I played Peter Fawcett once. And that was totally improv and on the fly. And with the more recent events involving the statues and all that, I don't know if the Charlottesville Historical Society will put on any more of those Spirit Walk plays. They never asked me back, even though I got good reviews, so I don't know. That might have been a fluke. I don't really know how good of an actor I am because no one has given me a shot outside of the ones that I've had that got scrapped. Now, my stuff, I'm good enough for my stuff because I write it, I direct it, I'm starring in it, so I know what I want. But there was a movie that I was supposed to do with 2 university guys, and they scrapped it because they kept clashing. And I worked on that 619 so hard. And we were going to film right on the downtown mall, but not downtown, but at the corner where the university is. And so that went belly up. So getting the Piedmont thing was just like another breath of fresh air. It was like, okay, somebody actually wants to give me a shot. So like I said, I'm praying that I don't screw this up. I'm James Williams Jr., breaking a leg here. Oh yeah, there's also a talent show at Piedmont. I'm going to have to look into that tomorrow. I meant to do it today, but I didn't. So I'm going to look into it tomorrow if I get the chance and I don't forget. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Comfort Habit number 2. Be seeing you.